Ever wondered how silence can speak louder than words and reshape your destiny? Welcome to a profound exploration of how silence can become your most influential ally in reclaiming your power and self-worth. Today, we're not just discussing strategies. We're transforming lives by understanding the Stoic art of valuing our inner voice over the clamor of external approval. In this video, we dive into the transformative power of silence to crush the illusions of dependency and reveal your true strength. You'll learn to stop chasing validation and start embracing a life where your self-approval is the only endorsement you need. This isn't about overpowering others. It's about empowering yourself, discovering serenity in solitude, and mastering the responses that shape your reality. Join us as we unlock the Stoic secrets to maintaining peace and commanding respect without uttering a single word. Don't just watch, take action, apply these lessons, and witness your life transform. Remember to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to continue this journey toward ultimate personal mastery with us. Let the silence begin. 1. Understand how women challenge you. In the realm of relationships, it's a well-known phenomenon that women, with their nuanced understanding and intuitive grasp, often challenge your inner fortitude. This isn't merely happenstance. It's a deep-seated part of human interaction. Women will test you, and they will do so profoundly. Why? They are keen to discern if you are merely another face in the crowd or if you embody the man who stands unswayed, who grasps his desires and identity without faltering under emotional pressure and games. Here's a Stoic truth you might find challenging but necessary. Every time you falter in maintaining your composure, every time you respond emotionally and elevate her unduly, you diminish your appeal in her eyes. This is because women are attracted to consistency, strength of character, and congruence. They seek a partner who, irrespective of circumstances, remains steadfast and true to his essence. However, the true test comes when you find yourself swayed by lust or desire, losing your internal strength. In these moments, surrendering to basic impulses makes you vulnerable and easily manipulated. Women, whether they do so with intent or instinctively, will challenge you on this front. They are watching to see if you're resilient enough to resist temptation, if you uphold your principles robustly, or if you crumble at the slightest challenge. The Stoic response to these tests is neither frustration nor annoyance. When you sense you're being tested, your reaction should be one of calmness and unshakable peace. This moment is your opportunity to demonstrate your true nature. The Stoic man doesn't oscillate wildly with every emotional challenge. Instead, he remains constant, anchored by his values and self-awareness. But maintaining your cool doesn't imply emotional coldness. Rather, it's about embodying a firm yet compassionate demeanor. Be the man who, even amidst provocations, maintains his dignity without engaging in petty games. This balanced strength is what ultimately commands respect and desire, because it signals that you are guided not by fleeting whims but by a profound internal compass. Consider these tests not as mere hurdles, but as veiled opportunities presented by life or the universe, depending on your belief, to fortify your character and grow as a person. These challenges are laid before you to shape your virtues and teach you invaluable life lessons. So when you recognize you're being tested, view it not as a nuisance but as a chance to strengthen your resolve. Instead of yielding to impulse, let these moments be a showcase of your true character. Stand unwavering. Show that you are reliable, and that emotional tests do not destabilize you. Embrace this way of living, and you will not only earn her respect, but also evolve as an individual, becoming a true man of worth who needs not prove himself. When next you find yourself under scrutiny, take a deep breath, remain composed, and recall your identity. Be consistent, be resolute, and most importantly, stay true to your Stoic self. This is how you pass life's tests with dignity and integrity, and how you become a man worthy of respect and admiration. Before we move on to the next point, take a moment to reflect on what we've just discussed. If you're committed to standing firm in your principles and maintaining your dignity in every relationship, show your dedication by leaving a comment below. Maintain my dignity. It's a simple reminder that your strength comes from within and no external pressure can shake that. And while you're here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more insights on how to cultivate your best self. 2. Refine your expectations. Let's dive into a deeper understanding, one that draws from the rich wisdom of Stoicism. You might think that looking beyond a woman's beauty is a fresh idea, but if you're still captivated by a lovely smile or the elegant flow of a dress, it's time to break free from that shallow allure. Beauty, after all, is like an Instagram filter, enticing but ultimately a mere illusion. As a sage guided by Stoic wisdom, your challenge is to see beyond these ephemeral charms. It's a critical mistake to excessively admire someone for their looks alone. This tendency signals a surrender to basic instincts, much like a youngster spellbound by their first crush. Stoicism invites us to rise above these primitive urges and develop a more judicious perspective. If your decisions are swayed only by outward appearances, you're bound to repeat old errors, navigating through life as if you're blindfolded in a maze of obstacles. Think about this. How often have you ignored obvious warning signs, lured in by physical attraction? Probably more often than you'd like to admit. Adopting Stoic detachment means more than just resisting these charms. It's about attaining the mental clarity needed to truly evaluate the character of those you welcome into your life. It's not just about whether she fits your criteria. It's about considering if she shares your fundamental values, respects you, and deserves your time and effort. If you've been justifying relationships based solely on physical attraction, it's time to adjust your focus. Once you remove the blindfold of desire, the truth becomes glaringly apparent. You might find that a visually appealing partner has little to offer beyond her looks. Genuine, lasting relationships are built not on fleeting beauty, but on the depth of character, warmth of heart, and harmony of shared values. Therefore, move beyond the predictable and raise your standards. Stop wasting your energy on those who don't pass this in-depth evaluation. Instead, seek out and value women who embody your principles and dreams. By doing this, you break free from the cycle of unfulfilling relationships. Remember, a person's true value doesn't lie in their external appearance, but in the substantial qualities of their heart and mind. Adopt this Stoic mindset and watch as it profoundly reshapes your relationships, strengthening your spirit and refining your choices. 3. Bounce back from tough times. Life often throws curveballs, teaching us lessons through tough challenges that shape who we are and test our determination. In the world of Stoicism, these difficulties aren't just obstacles. They're golden opportunities to grow stronger and practice being virtuous. This age-old wisdom encourages us to face the unknown with calmness and clarity, seeing every tough moment as a chance to develop ourselves. Take, for instance, losing your job unexpectedly, dealing with betrayal, or facing a serious health issue. These aren't just bad luck. They're actually calls to strengthen your inner resilience. Stoicism teaches us to look at each challenge as a test of our patience and an opportunity to show our toughness. By keeping your cool and taking thoughtful actions, you not only handle the situation well, but also start to reduce the impact of external pressures on your self-esteem, including those from conflicts with others. For example, imagine someone close to you tries to put down your efforts or minimize your success. Normally, you might feel upset or angry, which could worsen things. But with a Stoic mindset, you choose to stay quiet and not engage. This silence isn't about being weak. It's a strategic move to save your energy and stop giving them the reaction they're after. Over time, this can change the whole situation, making the other person rethink their actions as they see your steady calmness and indifference. Building resilience through Stoicism is more than just getting through hard times. It's about turning these challenges into advantages. This means taking care of both your body and mind, incorporating things like meditation, deep thinking, and regular exercise to stay balanced and ready for whatever comes your way. These habits build a strong foundation of peace and focus, helping you stay unbothered by the chaos that used to throw you off. So, face each challenge not just as a temporary struggle, but as a stepping stone to greater self-mastery. The resilience you develop will prepare you for future challenges and mold you into a person of deep character and unwavering peace. The uncertainties of life, once sources of stress, now become your practice ground for stoicism, transforming every hardship into a showcase of your growth and stability. Now, before we move to the next point, I want to hear your thoughts. Take a moment and leave a comment below with the phrase, "Turn setbacks into opportunities." Let this be a reminder that every obstacle you face is an invitation to grow and improve. Your input matters, and it's always great to see how each of us is applying Stoic wisdom to life's challenges. With that in mind, let's dive into the next powerful lesson. 4. Talk less. Show more worth. You might think that being constantly available, sending her message after message, checking in on her day, her plans, or how she's feeling, will make her realize just how much you care. But my friend, this relentless communication is actually more like digging your own grave. Here's the hard truth. The more you talk, the less she'll value your presence. You end up reducing yourself to someone who seems to have nothing better to do than chase after her like a lost puppy, desperate for attention. Understand this critical point. Your intense efforts to always be there for her, to always appease her, actually paint you as needy and weak. Don't deceive yourself into believing that she'll see your constant availability as a sign of genuine care. What she's likely seeing is a man so obsessed with her that he loses sight of his own life. And believe it or not, that's a major turnoff for most women. So what really captures a woman's interest? A man who has firm intentions and desires, but isn't desperate to fulfill them. A man who can admire her without letting that admiration control his every action. When you obsess over pleasing her, you become a slave to your desires. And there's hardly anything less appealing than that. Imagine yourself as a trophy. Ask yourself, does a trophy chase after people, begging to be won? Absolutely not. A trophy signifies something valuable, something that others work hard to earn. Why, then, would you behave any other way? By maintaining control over your desires, you begin to embody the Stoic virtues of self-control and independence, traits that are deeply attractive to many women. You transform into that intriguing man who makes her wonder, what's different about him? Why isn't he begging for my attention like everyone else? The profound truth is that when you pull back a little, when you ease off on the constant messaging and stop trying to please her at every turn, you start to distinguish yourself. You become the man she truly wants to know, not just another name on the list of suitors vying for a moment of her attention. This is when you begin to stand out, and she starts to see your true value. 5. The power of silence. Let's break it down. Talking too much can sometimes make you look desperate, like you're trying to get noticed or need someone to reassure you that you're interesting. Stoicism teaches us that this isn't appealing at all. It shows you're not comfortable on your own. Now, here's something to think about. Silence is a powerful tool. When you learn to use it right, you'll find that sometimes saying less actually says more. A lot of guys think they have to keep the conversation going nonstop. They see silence as something they need to fill because they're worried that if they don't say something right away, she might lose interest. But that's not how it works. Silence adds a bit of mystery, and according to Stoic philosophy, that mystery makes you more attractive. When you're not quick to respond every time, it makes her curious. She starts wondering what you're up to or why you haven't messaged back. It shows you're not desperate for her attention. Sometimes, by not rushing to fill the silence, you end up making her want to reach out to you more. Mastering silence is more than just being quiet. It's about showing confidence without having to say anything. Being okay with silence shows you've got patience, you're in control, and you're not just trying to please everyone all the time. It tells her that you know what you want, You're at peace with who you are, and you don't need someone else's approval to feel complete. Choosing to be silent gives her space to think, and maybe even start to miss your presence. Her interest grows, and you're no longer just another guy who's always there for small talk. Instead, you're the intriguing guy who doesn't show all his cards at once, which keeps her wanting to know more about you. So, the next time you want to jump in and fill every quiet moment, stop and ask yourself if that's really necessary. Maybe silence is actually more powerful. When you handle it the right way, it speaks volumes. It shows you don't need to fight for attention. You let things happen naturally. Silence isn't just a tactic. It's a statement that you value yourself and your independence. And believe me, that kind of quiet confidence is exactly what makes you stand out, drawing her in closer to you. In short, by mastering the art of silence, you use it wisely and see how it changes the way women see you. Be the guy who doesn't need to say much to be noticed, because sometimes the things you don't say are what matter the most. 6. Take charge of your feelings. In Stoic philosophy, we learn a vital lesson. Mastering our emotions is key. If we fail to control ourselves, we end up being controlled by others. Imagine this scenario when you get upset over things like a woman not responding to your texts, a friend disappointing you, or someone being rude in traffic. You're basically giving away your power. The Stoics believe that reacting this way means you're handing over your personal power, letting yourself be controlled by other people's actions. Think about it. Why would anyone respect someone who falls apart over being ignored? If you lose your cool just because a woman pulls away slightly, it shows everyone around you that you're not in charge of your own emotions. This kind of weakness is like rolling out the red carpet for others to manipulate you, making you as vulnerable as a leaf in the wind. But strengthening your emotions isn't about pretending to be tough. It's about building a solid inner core. Understand that rejection, loss, and annoyance are simply parts of life, not direct attacks on you. Stoicism doesn't guarantee a pain-free life, but it does teach us to tackle life's challenges with endurance. If you crumble at every small obstacle, you're setting yourself up to be defeated by life. Developing Stoic resilience means turning every challenge into a strengthening experience. When you're emotionally strong, nothing can shake you. You embody the true Stoic ideal, steady, intentional, and calm no matter what storms come your way. Both women and people in general are naturally attracted to someone who exudes such stability and maturity, not someone who reacts to every minor irritation. Here's a practical tip. Next time you feel yourself getting worked up, take a moment to pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, does this really deserve my energy? If it doesn't, just let it go. This practice in self-control isn't about holding back your feelings. It's about wisely managing your emotional energy. Remember, mastering your emotions means you avoid creating space for others to dominate. By living by Stoic principles, you don't just shield yourself from manipulation. You earn respect and admiration, transforming potential negatives into opportunities for personal empowerment and dignified influence. This is what true strength looks like, not loud or showy, but quietly powerful and in complete control of your life and your impact on others. 7. Turn solitude into your best friend. Let's unpack a powerful truth that could change how you see things. Tired of constantly chasing after others' approval or craving attention? Stop for a moment and take this in. Solitude is your strongest ally, not the obstacle you might think it is. If you're always looking for someone else to fill a gap inside you, it's time for a tough but necessary realization. You're the only one who can fill that gap. Imagine you're jumping from one relationship to another, always looking for something in others that you should be finding in yourself. Here's where many go wrong. By avoiding being alone, you're actually running from your true self. Solitude isn't as scary as it seems. It's actually a clear mirror showing you the raw truths about who you are. Facing these truths can be intimidating, but it's also incredibly liberating. When you embrace being alone, you confront the inner fears and insecurities that you've been hiding from yourself. As you drop the masks you wear, you meet your true self, raw and real. This is when you realize that the only approval you need is from yourself. Here's a little secret. When you find completeness alone, when you stop looking for others' approval, something amazing happens. You become unbreakable. No rejection, absence, or loss can hurt you anymore because you found everything you need within. And you know what? Women start seeing you differently, not because you've changed to meet their likes, but because they see something unique. A man who doesn't depend on them for his happiness. This is real strength. By accepting solitude and feeling comfortable on your own, you break free from the chains of dependency and the social pressures that say you need someone else to be whole. You realize you don't need anyone else's approval. Being on your own enriches your life. It doesn't lessen it. So stop chasing fantasies. Stop trying to fill your emptiness with someone who, deep down, will never fulfill you. Start focusing on your personal growth because ultimately, the most important victory is over yourself. When you truly appreciate solitude, you become the man you were always meant to be. Unbreakable, independent, and completely free. That's the key to a truly rewarding life. Today, let go of the fears, insecurities, and the constant need for approval. You've just discovered what really matters. Owning your self-worth, viewing solitude as a strategic partner, strengthening your emotional resilience, and valuing your own time and energy. Each insight here brings you closer to your true power and authentic masculinity. Remember, you don't need anyone else to complete you. Everything you need is already inside you. By adopting this mindset, you become a force to be reckoned with. This is when the magic happens. When you become the man who stands strong, who doesn't beg, who stays firm no matter what comes his way. You are meant to be a man who is admired, respected, and most importantly, free. Now that you have this knowledge, take charge of your life. Stop settling and start expecting the best from yourself. Don't just blend in. Be the man who blazes his own trail. If you're ready to start this journey of self-discovery and empowerment, don't wait any longer. The life you want is just one decisive step away. Embrace this path and see how it transforms not only your life but also how others view you, breaking stereotypes and earning respect with your profound independence and stoic peace. Now that we've unpacked the incredible strength of solitude, I want to hear from you. If this message resonates with you, leave a comment saying, "Solitude is my greatest ally." By doing so, you're not just affirming your growth but also inspiring others to embrace this empowering mindset. Together, let's build a community that values independence, inner strength, and true self-awareness. And with that said, let's move on to the next crucial point in this journey. Number 8. Prioritize your time and energy. Prioritize your time and energy. In the world of Stoicism, holding yourself in high regard and controlling your time and resources is crucial. Think about it. Your time and energy are your greatest treasures. Take a moment to consider how you're spending them. Are you wasting these invaluable assets on people who do nothing more than give you a smile? It's high time to snap out of this mistake. You're not here to serve everyone, especially not those who take advantage of your kindness without giving anything back. Here's a Stoic insight to keep in mind. Once time is gone, it's gone forever. If you catch yourself pouring this irreplaceable resource into people who don't positively impact your life, just boosting their egos at your expense, you're misusing what's most valuable to you. This misuse indicates that you might not value yourself enough and are willing to accept any attention you can find, which is a surefire recipe for unhappiness and regret. Stoicism teaches us the value of being choosy, not because we're arrogant, but because it's smart to look out for ourselves. Don't let yourself be drawn in by shallow qualities like good looks alone. Go deeper. Think about whether the people you spend time on are actually making a positive difference in your life. Are they helping you grow, achieve your goals, and become a better person? If the answer is no, it's time to rethink why you're giving away your time so freely. When you start to truly value your time and manage it wisely, something amazing happens. You become more attractive and appealing. You signal to others that you're not just anybody but someone with goals and priorities. You won't be easily influenced or taken advantage of because you dedicate your time to meaningful efforts and worthy people. Being selective makes you more intriguing and appealing. A prize worth pursuing, not just an option. The more discerning you are, the more valuable you appear. People gravitate toward those who are confident in their value and direction. This isn't about keeping people out, but about honoring your own self-worth, which is incredibly appealing. So the next time you're thinking about investing your time and energy in someone, stop and reflect, like a Stoic. Is this person really worth your resources? Are they truly enriching your life? If not, have the strength to cut them off right away. Stop selling yourself short. Elevate yourself. Treat your time and energy with the care a Stoic treats life, unwilling to waste it on the undeserving. Remember, you're not just anyone. You're a person of insight and integrity who knows what he wants and refuses to water down his life with pointless interactions. Realizing the value of your time will lift you above the ordinary. Don't settle for less. Aim for the best. By demanding the best for yourself, you will attract the best. Deeply respect yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. Number 9. Stand on your own feet. In our journey through Stoic teachings about virtue and mastering oneself, becoming self-sufficient stands out as a key lesson. It's more than just a skill. It's your declaration of independence from the need for others' approval and a pledge to take control of your own life. Stoicism shows us that relying on others for our happiness or achievements can leave us exposed and weaken our resolve. Picture yourself at a party where, instead of seeking others' nods or guidance, you move through the crowd with a subtle confidence. Your quiet isn't a sign of emptiness, but a powerful mark of your ability to stand alone. You engage in conversations that matter, not out of necessity, but because you choose to. This attitude not only projects strength but also shapes how others perceive and respect your independence, disrupting their expectations and maybe even challenging their views. Choosing self-reliance means owning every choice and action in your life. It's about understanding that you are the one in charge. When you embrace this mindset, you're less likely to be knocked off course by others' fleeting opinions and more likely to stay true to your deepest values. This doesn't mean you reject all help or community ties. It's about knowing when support is truly helpful and when it's simply a crutch that undermines your self-governance. Economic independence is vital too. Being financially self-reliant means your decisions are truly your own, uninfluenced by those who might control you through financial means. Emotional independence involves finding your inner balance, not seeking it through others' validation. This inner strength helps you face life's ups and downs with a steady hand, responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Developing this mindset also sharpens your ability to tackle problems. Each challenge you meet and manage on your own reaffirms your abilities and builds resilience, equipping you to face future hurdles with less anxiety and more bravery. In essence, Stoic self-reliance isn't just about getting by without help. It's about excelling on your own terms. It's about crafting a life where you're the creator, not just someone molded by external forces. By cultivating this independence, you not only shield yourself from life's uncertainties, but also empower yourself to lead a life filled with purpose, respect, and deep inner strength. Conclusion. In today's talk, we dove into how Stoicism isn't just about learning things. It's about applying what you know to really change your life. We've covered everything from the power of keeping quiet to appreciating your own time and effort. Each Stoic principle we've touched on is a step toward better self-awareness and mastering your emotions. By taking these Stoic lessons to heart, you're laying down the groundwork for not only healthier relationships, but also a stronger, more satisfied you. Remember, true power doesn't come from just talking. It's found in the moments you choose to stay silent and in the respect you earn by managing yourself wisely. I hope this deep look into Stoic wisdom has opened your eyes and maybe even set you thinking a bit more about your own life path. If you found something valuable today, Show some love. Hit that like button. Pass this video along to someone else who could use these tips, and drop a comment below to share your thoughts or stories. We really enjoy hearing from you, and your interaction helps us share Stoic wisdom even further. Don't forget to check out the other videos suggested on your screen right now for more ways to boost your life using Stoic ideas. Your journey to personal growth and deeper insights is just getting started, and we're here to help you every step of the way. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to subscribe for more tips and tricks on tackling life's challenges with poise and power. Catch you in the next one. Keep cherishing the quiet moments, recognize your value, and keep building that Stoic toughness.